Our reflection today is enter through the gate and find life. It's taken directly from our gospel. Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road broad that leads to destruction, and those who enter through it are many. How narrow the gate and constricted the road that leads to life, and those who find it are few. Of the 3 quotations possible from today's gospel, I chose to focus on the one that's least common. Everyone knows the quote golden rule, here phrased as, do unto others whatever you would have them do to you. This is the law and the prophets. Each citation of this in each of the synoptic gospels does correctly reference it as the law and the prophets, for that is whence it came. 6 of the 9 prophets had spoken or written this phrase. The phrase regarding pearls and swine has, if you'll excuse the inadvertent pun, been greatly butchered over the eons, such that in the Victorian time it became, allow not swine to step before thy pearls, else forever you shall be devalued. In the vernacular, it is jocularly spoken as, always allow pearls, and you then gesture towards the ladies and open the door to enter a place, and then you gesture towards the men to enter before the swine, and then you let the men go in. But the third phrase you have heard in the colloquial. The road to destruction is wide and paved with good intentions. This comes directly from this gospel, though some will reference Proverbs 14:12. But the narrow gate leads not to some undefined treasure. It doesn't give some golden pleasures. It gives life. Not any kind of life, but eternal life for all who enter. For the gate is Christ, and by entering, by choosing Christ, by choosing to walk through that gate to Christ, you've made a conscious decision. You're making an affirmative action to turn your life and become a member of his flock within that field. For what lies within a gate? A grassy field. And why turn in there? Because you hear and recognize the voice of your one true shepherd calling your name. Your soul hears his calling. Your heart hears and yearns for his word, his gentle caress. For you are his lamb. You are his ewe or his ram. You are part of his flock. I am their shepherd. I know my sheep, and they know my voice. Watch always for that gate, and listen forever for his call. Your heart knows his voice. His sheep recognize his voice. That's why we will never fall under the sway of a false prophet. For sheep never follow another shepherd, because she or he knows, this isn't my shepherd. This person doesn't even sound like a shepherd. Tell the others of the flock to beware of false shepherds. There are now 29 that are abusing the flock, fleecing them, and all sheep know that that is the worst. Spread the word. There is but one true shepherd, and his name is Jesus the Christ. You can't buy your way to Jesus, ever. You can't buy your way to salvation, ever. You can't buy the key to the kingdom of heaven. It's not for sale. Anyone telling you otherwise is stealing your fleece, and you need to report them to the police and to the IRS. The one true shepherd loves and cares for all of his sheep. You don't have to pay for that. You just have to love the shepherd in return. Help these members of the flock that are being fleeced by these evil, false prophets, these fake shepherds, and these antichrists. You know they're not real prophets when their Bibles are less than a notebook. I can name names if you need them, but you've heard them many times before, and they know who they are. So go save the lambs and the sheep. Go protect the flock of Christ. Save the lambs and the sheep. Protect the flock of Christ. And peace be with you as you go to the narrow